Hey, this is Don, All Things Paranormal. So here I am. I got my truck loaded up. I'm headed over there to go pick up, or headed over there to John's house. We got the truck loaded up last night. Charlie's headed over to his daddy's house, and then we're supposed to take it and meet Charles over in Houston about 6:30. So, man, we're psyched. I'm psyched. For a whole week long worth of stuff, you just wouldn't believe of how much junk that you take and how much stuff you don't need. Charlie, on the other hand, Charlie, he believes you shouldn't have to bring drawers. But, everybody else thinks that they, at least one per day, I guess. But, I'm headed that way, and, but man, we've got a whole pickup truck full of stuff. So, but I'll keep you posted. This is Don, All Things Paranormal. All right, hey, this is Don. Charlie.
This is John.
All Things Paranormal. So, all right, so now here we are, second step. We're going to come through, and we loaded everything up in John's truck, picked up Charlie, and now we're headed over to pick up Charles.
It's tight.
It's tight. So, man, it's tight.
We got the bare minimum.
We have got the bare minimum of.
Did you bring a toilet?
We brought a toilet with us too.
Okay, we gotta have that.
Yeah. So we took a vote that Charles don't get to bring anything because between John's 6 bags and Charlie ain't got nothing. So
I know what that crate's doing.
yeah, Charlie don't have anything. So but we're headed that way, and I'll give you a little post on the next step. Hey, this is Don, All Things Paranormal.
This is Charles. This is John. Charlie.
There's Charlie. So all right, we're on our third leg. We done picked up Charles, and now we're on the long drive. So
Very long drive.
What is it, 600?
It was 650, I think.
Yeah, 650 miles, and we're going to do that in one sitting.
One fit.
What?
So we're already down one little break and an apple fritter. So, but we'll get you posted up on the next time on our next stop.
All right, now we started on this journey right here, just a little north of Beaumont, went all the way to Houston, pick up Charles. All right, and then we drove all the way over here to Roswell, New Mexico for this particular journey. Out of this whole time, we did right at about 2,200 miles for this week-long hunt that we did. So some of the sites that we had stopped at over here at Roswell, this whole city seems to embrace the alien type thing. At this McDonald's, you'll see a better picture of it. It's the only McDonald's in history to be converted into like a UFO or to like a theme type thing. Dunkin' Donuts is holding it up. Here we are giving some high fives. Of course, Charles has to do his little Spock imitation.
And then they had, you got the McDonald's coming up, which is the only one in existence. It was pretty neat to have a McDonald's built like a spaceship. The spaceship section of it is a playground for people to go in there and play, kids and stuff like that. But it surprised me just how much this town embraces the alien type thing. In fact, they got a big convention and a ceremony type stuff going on all the time. Yeah, we arrived like 3 weeks before the convention, so we were pretty lucky that it wasn't just completely packed. And also, this is New Mexico, and it's very hot. There's
Hey guys, this is Viv, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the myth La Llorona, the woman in white. This story is always told a little different depending on where you're from. Bottom line is, it always comes down to a woman dressed in white who is distraught It originated somewhere in Mexico. Growing up, I always heard that she was a woman with a family, and one day she found out her husband was cheating. Being upset, she went into a rage. Eventually, she brought her 2 young boys to a river where she drowned them. Shortly after, she realized what she had done. She regretted it. She cried and cried up and down the river for hours, screaming, "Mis niños," which means my children. Eventually, she couldn't take the guilt anymore, so she hung herself on a nearby bridge. Till this day, it is said that she roams rivers, lakes, tree lines looking for her kids. We are always told if we ever heard a woman crying to not go towards it, no matter how much we want to help. People say that they have encountered her and that she will appear, then disappear, then appear closer to them. It is said that she seeks revenge on men, and she lures them to a nearby water source where she eventually drowns them. It is also said that she tries to get children to the water source and then drowns them, because if she can't have her kids, then why should anybody have their kids? At the end of the day, no matter, you just don't go towards the crying.
Stand by. And we're live.
Hey, this is Don. This is John. This is Charlie.
And Charles.
All Things Paranormal. So, oh, go ahead. Okay, so we're over here now at Calhoun Park. Now, you say, what goes on here at Calhoun Park? Well, legend has that there is La Lorena has visited this spot. Now, somebody might ask, what is La Lorena?
What is La Lorena?
What'd you say?
What is La Lorena?
Lorena. All right, glad you asked. So now there's multiple stories. Multiple stories. I'm gonna throw 1 or 2 of them out there. This lady ended up. She had 2 kids. Her husband quit paying her attention, started playing with the kids. She gets jealous. She drowns the kids. On the other ones, this lady had her kids, ended up drowned in some water. So that's why we have water. Now basically, it has to do with kids. Kids come up, kids are dead, and she has some sort of like witch power type stuff. Yeah, some sort of massive grieving type thing. Yeah. And because she does that, she's all mad, and now she's going around looking for kids. Some stories say that actually very few stories said that she's there to help. A lot of them say she's there to grab her kids or kids for herself. Yeah. So in this area, we've been doing some. Well, basically here, we got to kind of watch out. The water on this thing's a little low because we are.
Y'all gotta be together.
Yeah.
Stay together or you're out of frame.
I've got to move that close to the brick there. So anyway, some of the water is it's not like, because it's summertime, but there have been multiple reports, multiple different websites. And they hear the La Lorena, the weeping woman in this area. Yeah, and there's like everything else, something brings that out. People just don't say that just to say it. The tale is created from some type of an event. Yeah, and it's not just they give the name La Lorena, but there's you have the weeping woman over off of what's that road? Sarah Jane Road. Yeah. Over in Port Neches. Matter of fact, there's even a La Lorena, New Mexico. Well, we're in New Mexico. I know, but it's actually a town. Oh, okay. Yeah. So anyway, so we are at Roswell, New Mexico, with the story of La Lorena. We are going. So we're here checking it out and see if we see anything. But we'll keep y'all posted, just like everything else throughout the night. That, if we see anything, y'all be the first to know. First to know. And if you happen to have a chance to get out and come around, this is a very nice town. We kind of recommend it. There's so many UFO and aliens and stuff like that. Man, let me tell you something. You have a plethora of paranormal. If you like to say the hamburger big whatever. They have a UFO eating place. The playground is made into UFO. You don't see that anyplace else.
That's at every other city.
Every other. You know what this is?
Billions are served.
Yeah, billions are served.
And it starts with a Mac something.
Yeah, it starts
somebody,
Mac something.
Mac something.
some people actually say they love it.
Yeah.
They love it.
But y'all check it out, man. That's the only McDonald's that's that's probably
Beep.
beep. That is probably the only restaurant of the whole franchise that's been changed for a town that embraces the UFO.
Yeah.
ET alien.
Yeah. So, man, this is a pretty cool place. It's just loaded full of different stories.
I recommend you come here.
Yeah. Check it out.
And there's all kinds of stuff. We're not going to go into details of what we're going to be doing this week, but man, we have a full-on set of schedule.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to round this up. This is John.
This is Don.
It's Charlie.
And Charles?
All Things Paranormal.
Hey, this is Charlie with All Things Paranormal. I got Don, I got John, and I got Charles driving. We're seeing John and Don have said that they're seeing something white going across the what is this?
Pecan Grove.
Pecan Groves
In Roswell, New Mexico.
in Roswell, New Mexico. We kind of have we didn't have our equipment ready because we didn't think we would, we were trying to look for a place to have a starting video, but then this happened. So we're trying to see if we can catch something. He has thermal going, and he has his recorder going.
Did you hear that?
That was just tire pop.
Tire? Okay.
You see anything on your thermal?
No.
But we saw it twice.
Wait. Oh. On the bottom, right there, see the
Yeah, what's that, John?
I don't know.
dead center.
Yep.
I don't know if you could see that.
I'm gonna move up.
Yeah, night vision out here, being that it's so dark and the distance is so great, it's almost useless.
Yeah, because you have to get it focused, and your distance changes.
Probably about the best.
That's catching down the little alleys really good.
Alley, yeah.
So I guess it's not really picking up anything that's.
All right, here's the other side. It's kind of the same. So this is what they're looking at and seeing right now.
John, you want to tell them about the stories about what's happening here while we're rolling?
Well, all right. So we're over here at the pecan.
Hold it. Go ahead, Ken. Thought I seen something move back there.
I do hear something hot.
Do you see it?
Yeah, it's very far away. It's right here. See, it's moving towards us. See right there? Oops.
I was fixing to say I saw something in the back camera, but it was your light. coming up on the, the vehicle camera.
You don't read like that.
No, I saw his spotlight on the car, the forward looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can. Where's that camera?
We got a car coming up on us.
You can move that camera.
All right,
Yeah,
go
we-
ahead and move. Maybe put our hazards on. Damn, y'all.
So anyway, let's take a break. Let's do a film. Well, we'll start. We'll broadcast again.
Yeah, we are broadcasting right
We're
now.
broadcasting right now.
So anyway, sit this down a little more comfortable.
Oh, that's a good shot right there.
So anyway, we're over at the Pecan Grove. There's several different things that supposedly happened here. One, they got a little boy that had they got a little boy that's oh shit, that's a good picture.
Mm-hmm.
A little boy that's supposed to got run over, had his legs chopped off and died, and he's supposed to be crawling across, hollering and screaming, looking for his legs or help or whatever you can come across. And so that's one of the things we're looking for. Number two, you got just like almost every city around, every major city or every kind of thing that's happening, there is a legend of a goat man. Now this goat man is supposed to be running around through these pecan groves, and now it doesn't say anything about him causing any kind of havoc, but people have seen him. You know, if you want to, I don't know, do goats eat pecans?
I'm sure they do.
So they eat just about everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, probably being that it's a grove, it'd be real easy pickings.
yeah. So anyway, there's supposed to be a goat man running around here and a kid with the thing with his legs chopped off hollering. Now, guess what? This was not our plan for tonight. Our plan for tonight, because we just got through driving about 12 and a half, 13 hours, was to sit up there and get some rest, because we have got an action-packed week planned.
Action packed.
Action packed. So we were sitting over there talking to this guy at the restaurant we was eating at. He's like, "Man, y'all look like y'all do some strange stuff." Well, you know, naturally Charlie looks that way, and so he just kind of invited it in to get some ghost stories. So well, now we got some ghost stories, and we got to go check them out. Now, why do we have to check them out? Because it's here. You know, Brandy, that's my wife, she come up there and asked me, she says, "What do you go ghost hunting for? Why you do that?" Stuff like that. Well, we are unraveling the mysteries of the universe. Now, how many people can say that?
Well, we're attempting.
Well, we're attempting. We're trying to figure out the mysteries of the universe. Now, we also have a bonus place we're going to for our friend that is, well, we're going to go ahead. Huh?
Don't do anything yet.
Well,
Don't plan stuff yet.
don't say nothing yet?
Yeah.
Okay, we won't say nothing yet.
All right, I'm gonna go right, and then we'll always come back around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too bad of a picture for a little thermal.
Yeah, you can only go so fast, like 20 mile an hour or 15 mile an hour, more than 30 feet per second.
You can see the hotness of that road from the day.
Yeah.
What's that?
So anyway,
Hear the sound?
Water? What is that?
Oh, they're probably irrigating.
oh, okay.
Maybe there's.
Couldn't walk it.
No, I think that's water. I think it's either a sprinkler or.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, look, you can see it. The sprinkler, the thing.
on the trees, I guess.
Anybody coming?
No, we're good. We got one way behind us.
Yeah, right there.
That's probably what's hot is the water.
Yeah. Sitting out there in that hose thing all day.
That thermal's doing a good job.
Yeah, I wonder how hard it'd be to get like thermal cams for.
Thermal cameras are expensive.
Are
Yeah, 3,000 to 5,000.
Woo!
Unless we got a Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
might
so if
wanna-
anybody wants to help donate and have us unravel the mysteries of the universe,
Or even one of their older models, perhaps.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll take it.
Hey, we'll take anything.
Oh, right there, bud. Look, what's that?
What is it? What is it? What is that? Look on that thermal.
There's an animal. Something
Right
Hey,
there.
move your hand, move your hand.
coming up. See it?
No.
Damn if that ain't some goat.
Right there. Right there. Look. Look. It's right there. See it?
It's running off.
What is it?
I don't know. Back it up.
Back up, back up.
Right by that tree.
What the heck is that?
There ain't no freaking.
If it stands up, I'm out of here.
See
Oh, he's looking at us,
Look at the
looking at
eyes.
us.
Look at the eyes. Charlie, can you get that on film? Man, what? Hold, stop.
Oh,
We
it
missed
just
the
turned
eyes.
away. I got a portion
Well,
of
it
it.
stood up. It's walking.
On the thermal.
Is it?
I'd be daggone if that sun gun didn't look like it stood up and walked off.
Is that recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay. Man, we got that on film. We
It's
got that
right
on
at
thermal.
almost between 6 and 7 minutes on the thermal.
Okay.
So we need to definitely pull that back up.
Put your flashlight back out.
Let me back up to the next row
Okay.
in case it cut through.
Man, did you see the eyes?
I didn't see the
I
eyes.
saw the
I saw
eyes
the
and I
eyes.
caught
There it is
the.
again. There it is again.
Where?
It's on the next row over to the right.
No, right. Move
To the
to
right,
right.
right.
Right there. You see it? You see the eyes? You see it?
It's
Yeah.
under the 4th or 5th tree
Dude,
over.
that thing looks like it's little. Well, maybe not. Looks like it's
can you
standing on
catch
all. It looks like it's on all fours.
Well, we need a light, a bigger light.
A spotlight.
I got
Oh,
one.
it's moving.
It's following with our truck.
It's moving. It's moved to the next row. Hang on, I'm backing up.
Tell me, I say,
Hey, see if you can get that on that thermal for real quick.
I got it on the third.
No, I'm talking about Charlie. See if he can.
Yeah, I caught it when I was first.
Okay.
When it first happened.
So,
Look, bud. In my backpack, just drop my tailgate down. On my backpack, on one side of the thing is a
here, take this light with
I
you.
got.
is a pair of scissors. On the other side is a good flashlight.
All right.
Hey, something's walking. Man, I don't know if y'all are seeing this, but man, it is something else. This is like
Hit the unlock button.
this is like a big bonus hunt for us. A bonus hunt. And we got it on thermal. Whew, man. I tell you, you know, this almost made the drive worthwhile, just this. Because here we go.
I don't know what it was, but it stood up.
It stood up.
Or it looked like it stood up.
Can you see down, Charlie? Oh, what's that right there? Is that,
Click on it again and make it brighter.
it's got to move.
I think we need to flip around, go back over there and do a U-turn and come back up here slow.
That might be electric. So I wouldn't touch it. Oh, did I just see eyes? Nope. But did you see how high it was staring at us? It was like it was standing up, staring at us with eyes. Now, what color were your eyes that you seen?
I saw white.
Like white colored?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw kind of like a bright colored, like a, not a green, but a white.
Hey,
Is this is the light you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we need to turn back around and then turn back around again and come back through here. Bring on how
I would
close
say
that
go
stop sign
forward.
is.
Keep moving.
Yeah, just go forward, and you might find.
Well, we was backing up and we was
Well,
walking back.
well, heck, all
We got a
these
car
gates.
coming at us. Hang on.
Well, heck, all these gates were closed on this side, wasn't they?
Yeah.
The other side was the one that was open.
Yeah, but we can't go inside there. We can't.
I know we can't. But how did that thing get in there?
Oh,
And why would they
They
have
could
it?
probably jump any of that stuff.
Yeah, there's only like a single fence right here, and then on the inside, I couldn't tell what was.
So, I heard something out there in the middle of the woods.
Oh, there's something on the thermal, I think.
So now here's my thing. We seen all these signs saying "Do not stop and pick the what pistachios or what is it?
Pecans.
Pecans. Man, what is that?
Oh, do you have that flashlight?
Here.
You have to click it like 2 or 3 or something to make it really bright.
Okay, that's a tree. But so, how do you know there's people stopping picking the pecans? How do you know that this ain't this goat man dude running around taking everybody's pecans?
Yeah. Trying to blame it on us. I don't really care for pecans.
I like pecan pie.
Well, okay, I like pecan pie too.
But man, this is an eventful night so far. For a little bonus now, bonus. This ain't even a real thing. This is just like a bonus hunt.
Well, it's a real story.
It's a real story.
legend.
Yeah, it's real story, real legend. But what was that?
I think so. Hang on.
Yeah. What do you need? Oh,
Yeah, I don't even know where mine's at. I think I dropped it.
we only got about a quarter moon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I wish we had more. We wanted less so that we could see what's in the sky, but now we need more to be able to see in the woods.
Yeah.
Good? All right, moving forward.
I think that's a good picture on that thermal.
We're still running on the same video, so we're now at about
Yeah,
almost 14 minutes.
we'll apologize for the long delay and stuff like that. But man, we just had an event that we thought y'all might want to watch.
I wonder if that's the same thing y'all saw earlier.
Maybe
Coming back around?
because it was. What color did you see, John? I saw kind of like a whitish tan color.
Well, here's the thing. Let's just throw this out here real quick. Take a picture, Charlie. You see right here on the thermal?
I can't
He's
take a picture
filming.
while I'm
Okay,
filming.
show the thermal.
It is.
Okay.
Show.
Now, if you see right here where the road is, right? Now you'd suspect the road and these trees to be cooler, right? Now that object on that thing, whatever that was moving around, was black. So it means it has to be like really cold compared to the temperature of everything else.
Look, your
See
hands
how my
up.
hand
Yeah.
is?
Huh.
hate to say it because it's such a long drive, but we may have to plan another trip out here
Just for this.
and be set up for a mobile video system with night vision and everything else.
Cameras all around the truck.
Yeah, just set up to be able to catch this.
This phenomenon.
Plus, we could possibly research the owner and see if we could even come in.
Yeah, tell him we won't eat no pecan.
Backing up.
Whoa, what was that?
So good.
What was that?
Back it up.
There it goes. It's moving right to left. No, it's on the. Whoops. Hang on.
Oh crap! Y'all can't just be
No, it's
moving
right there.
everything.
There was something
Behind the
moved.
tree.
I'm backing up. There was something moved right to the center. There it goes. See it.
It's white, whatever it was.
I don't know what kind of weird looking.
Light it one more time. Make it brighter.
All right, so we need to go back 17 minutes, just before 17 minutes.
Shit, the water's shooting on us. That's what it was.
Oh, it's a sprinkler.
sprinkler.
Okay. All right. False alarm.
It shot cold water at us.
We see the water sprinklers shooting it, and it looks like it's moving across. Wow.
All right, y'all. So as you can see, not everything is
Paranormal.
It's not always.
paranormal.
I think that's just a shadow.
We got a truck coming.
Yeah, he's a little further back. See, it's a leaf or whatever. It's near vision. It's on the edge. That's giving us that.
Yeah, there's another sprinkler.
All right.
Yes, sir. Doing fine. We saw something moving around out here. We're just trying to see what kind of animal it is.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, sir.
That sure is some nice people around here. There's something dark right there.
Yeah, it's not moving, whatever it
No,
is.
ain't moving. All right, so we're back to the 6 minutes on our thermal.
Yeah, scratch the 17-minute mark.
Yeah, scratch the 17 minutes, go back to 6 minutes.
The phantom water spray.
Yeah. But that's all about, that's what we do. We get up there and we eliminate all possibilities, and what's left is paranormal.
Well, it's also, can we debunk something?
Yeah,
That's also part of the whole investigation.
that's right.
still got a long ways to go. This is a big orchard.
I'll tell you what, I've never seen a pecan place this big. You know, I've seen a few, you know, stacked trees and everything, but it's got to be what, hundreds of acres.
Just in case y'all are just joining, we're over here in Roswell, New Mexico. We're over here looking for signs.
We're doing a bonus hunt.
Bonus hunt. We are looking for signs of the goat man.
Goat man or
The kid.
The kid that got his legs cut off.
The torso kid.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be hollering and screaming and stuff. But I haven't heard any hollering and screaming yet.
Like, I can't feel my legs. What you're watching now is John with his thermal, looking to see if we see anything out there.
We'll be showing a video of in about 6 minutes. Hopefully I can be able to just download just that section of it and before I go to bed.
Kind of give a description of what y'all saw again.
It kind of, to me, it kind of is on 4 legs, almost like some sort of a goat or deer or whatever. And then, never mind, that's just a tree limb. And then it starts walking back the other way, of the way we was going. So we started backing up, and it started going in front of a truck. Walking the same way we were going then, and then it kind of heads off into the woods, and right before it gets off into the woods, it looks like it stands up and takes off walking.
And it's staring at us. You can see the eyes 6 feet or more off the ground. Now I know it's kind of hard to judge the distance at night, but if you can take it during the daytime, the bottom limb on these pecan trees, 6-8 feet up. And that's basically where the eyes were on this one.
Now, before we got to that point, describe what y'all saw then too.
So I had seen something that looked kind of white. That I swear, in lack of better words, it was like a deer goat type thing, but it was white colored.
Now, is this a goat man? We're not saying it's a goat man. We're not saying it's even a goat. We're saying it's some sort of an animal that we don't have a clear view of what it is, but it did do some
weird stuff.
It did do something, and we like to record what it was. We have to go back and kind of review the evidence. And
now, if it's a deer, man, it's got to be some massive deer to be that tall, standing on its hind legs like that.
Well, normally they're only going to do that if they're going to try to eat. That was moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was walking. I don't know this for a fact, but it sure seems like that everybody around here is getting a raw deal, because this thing, I bet you's eating all the pecans. And it's telling everybody, quit picking the pecans. Well, I don't think they are. I think they need to have the camera or the signs facing inward.
I do have to say, looking out of the truck and up instead of driving, it is a pretty night. It's a clear night. Lots of stars.
Nice.
That's a wide open area.
And you can see way on down in there with that thermal. Golly.
Yeah, I think about buying another one.
Buying what?
Buying another one.
Another one?
This right here is like generation 1. You know, go up to the next generation. Yeah, and in all actuality, this is not really the best atmosphere for a thermal, because thermal means that it heat, you know, or temperature, and it does better in cold temperatures. So we got an outside temperature of about 90 degrees. Now, certain parts of this thing is reading a temperature right here around 51. Which I suspect it's probably from the flowing water creating some sort of, what would you call that, Buddy?
Cooling effect?
A cooling effect. You know how you put the water temperature or water on a thermometer and sling it in the air and it drops the temperature down further?
Like a dew point?
Well,
You're checking for
yeah,
dew points?
similar to that.
Well, the evaporation cools it.
Evaporation.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's pretty close to reading what that is from the coldest points. I've changed to try to get to a different color to it, and it just really didn't turn out as good for the heat that we have right now. And as you know, when you go ghost hunting, you know it's better to do it when it's cooler. Bigfoot hunting when it's cooler, but we're out here in the desert, unraveling the mysteries of the universe.
One town at a time.
One town at a time.
Coming to the city near you.
If we know about it, and that's the whole thing. We need to know about it.
That's right, we gotta know about
You
it.
have to tell us. And if you say, well, so-and-so, has this place over here, well, talk to them, see if we can't get in there. Don't say, hey, won't y'all go to the courthouse over in Livingston? Well, get us in the courthouse in Livingston.
Yeah, you know somebody in there, sneak us in.
Yeah. We're sitting right here at 10:22 y'all's time, if you're over in the central time zone, but it ain't but 9:30 over here, so we shouldn't be that tired.
I don't know how people do it.
Well, it's just a long drive.
Yeah.
What we should have done, Charlie, is had you stand on there, but where the time changes, and have you jump back from New Mexico to Texas. That way you could be a time traveler.
Oh, I'm always a time traveler. Looks like that car is in our lane.
That's okay.
We're probably trying to figure out what we're doing.
That's probably the end of it right here.
Look like he's parked. Maybe they're trying to find the goat man too.
Well, it looks like it ends right up there. That looks like another road.
It is a road.
You gonna turn down that road?
Yeah. If that's a public street, let's go down it. That's going to split this grove in half.
Hopefully nowhere says we can.
It's a road.
Oh, it's a road crew or something down there, construction.
Oh, loose gravel.
I see a light way back in there, kind of at about 2 o'clock.
I see it too.
Yeah.
know, there's always different things from different areas and stuff like that.
Telephone pole coming up
Yeah.
on the camera.
Yeah. There's things like chupacabras. You know, you have various different tales of paranormal out here in New Mexico. You could also get into some of the Indian folklore and stuff too. I believe it's the Ute Indians is in northern New Mexico. And if you always look at some sort of Indian lore or legend, it's pretty close to some of the stuff that of any other area, you know, England, France, stuff like that. Everybody always has some sort of a animal man type thing running around, you know. Werewolf, Bigfoot, Rougarou, Goat Man, Chupacabra. So if you got that kind of amount of stuff that's going on, you know, from the legend, there's got to be something to it. You know, some type of things going, you know, and I can't believe it's, you know, you don't have a whole bunch of hippies running around like, you know, like you do in the 60s. And this stuff right here is stuff that's come back from long time ago. You know, since probably year one, you know, of people recording stuff. We didn't really intend to end up with a supersized paranormal looking type thing. We was trying to look for some aliens, which rest assured,
we still are.
we got that coming.
Yeah, we didn't drive all the way to Roswell just to get up there and look for a goat, man. We actually come out here for aliens, UFOs.
E.T.
E.T. He's on phone.
Hey, look at all that. That's all broken down right here.
Yeah.
The fence is gone.
Yeah, that's probably somebody ran off the road. That looks like that's all pushed over.
I'm just saying there ain't no fence right here anymore.
That's a big old drop off right there. That's a ditch.
That's a big ditch.
So you don't really need a fence.
You don't think so?
Man, if y'all got up there and y'all got any questions or whatever while we're out, send us a message. Send us a message if you're awake. I believe that's a house. Way off in
Yeah, or it may just be we're able to see under those trees enough that
Yeah.
we're coming up on a far street.
Well, rest assured, we'll keep y'all posted if we spot anything.
But for now, there's Charlie.
This is Don.
It's John.
And Charles.
All Things Paranormal.
Say
And
that.
I forgot how to.
Hey, this is Don. All Things Paranormal.
It's John.
This Charles.
It's Charlie.
All right, so, man, we just found a hide, not a hide, but
It's a hide.
yeah, it's well, I guess it is a hide.
But now the strange thing is, it ain't got no bones.
No bones.
Nothing. No carcass. It's just
Just the hide.
yeah.
We're in the middle of nowhere with no animals around here at all that we can see in the general facility.
Now, what happened to all the stuff on the inside? I don't know.
Yeah, where's the? I mean, there's. You would think that if it was just an animal, that there would be bones or maybe guts or something like that. But it looks to me like it was just the skin was peeled off.
Right off.
Now, did it have blood on it?
There was some blood on the edge of it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of blood.
In skin or something, but
And it's hot outside. It's about 100 degrees outside.
Yeah,
It'll be evaporated.
It didn't happen today. It probably happened last night or maybe the night before. I'm not no animal.
Because let me tell you something, coming down these roads, you might see somebody.
Yeah, that's right. So, man, so in my theory, now this is just mine, I might be the only person there, but I think it could be the skin of a skinwalker.
Skinwalker.
But
I will have to say we probably need a little more evidence than that.
that's right.
Well, if we see a naked skinwalker running down here, then we'll know you were right.
we got to post the photos to it though, so that everybody can know what we're talking about.
Yeah, so it's strange that there was just a hide with no bones. But
Look down in comments and you'll see the photo here in just a second.
yeah, so I'm gonna take it and we'll get you the photos where you can see what's going on. But this is Don.
John.
Charlie?
All Things Paranormal. So as you can tell, that previous night we was over there spotted a like a goat figure type chupacabra type thing. So we was out driving around the next morning, and lo and behold, we found a hide, just a hide.
All the guts, the bones, everything has been
Removed.
Just removed.
It's just not there. Yeah. So it is pretty weird that that we just found that. You know, I personally think it's just me. I think it might have been maybe a shapeshifter type thing. And now what you're seeing there is another creature that we had found down the road, and it had 5 legs. That was pretty weird. You'll see the picture of the 5 legs, and then that right there looks like it almost has fangs in that the head. So something had got that with that. And then there's a picture of the hide again. That was just found. It was just weird, and nobody let me take it with me. You know, they wouldn't let me put it in the truck. So
they wanted to stink.
So I mean, I can't believe that they wouldn't let me take it home for a souvenir. But it was pretty interesting that we found that. So, man, we're fixing to do some experiments. Yeah, if y'all remember Close Encounters of the Third Kind, da 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 da.
I think that wasn't how it went, but anyway.
It's close. So here we go. We're gonna give it some laser flashes and see.
Let them get up.
Oh, hold on. Now you don't ever want to do 3 because that's a universal sign for distress.
And don't shoot at no airplane because that's illegal.
Don't shoot at no plane. Don't shoot at anything like that. So we're just gonna take it and give 4 quick bursts.
All right.
Hold on.
Wait, I'm not. We got to go. Where are you going to aim towards so I can put the camera
That's
on?
what I'm trying to find. How about this right there? Or
All right.
how about this one right here?
That's it. That's where the camera's at.
Okay. So we're gonna do 4 quick bursts.
I think that was 5.
Well, that's 5. I mean, 1 to grow on. So we're gonna see if we can't get a reaction like that.
They fly all the way across the galaxy, but they can't count.
Yeah, that's right. Well, they don't know it. Maybe we were shooting for 5.
Maybe we were trying for 5.
Yeah, we were trying for 5.
Like a hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now Charlie's over here worried about the police for having some of these, well, somewhat legal lasers.
High intensity lasers.
Yeah, high intensity lasers. Go ahead. Hold on, Charlie.
What?
Wait.
Well, now you're scared.
No, we gotta wait for that car. Okay, now go ahead. Line her up, Charlie. What are you doing?
Morse code.
You don't know anything about Morse code?
I don't know. That might be like maybe a sandwich or something. I don't know.
I think it's kind of neat how you kind of see the beam flying, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it shows how much dust is in the air that we can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henceforth the word of the Milky.
All right, so let's give that a minute. Let's see if something pops up, and then we'll try it again here in a minute.
Yep, we're gonna give that. Like I said, we'll give that a shot and let's see what happens. Audio. Okay. Hey, this is Don. So, man, we're fixing to do some experiments. Yeah, if y'all remember Close Encounters of the Third Kind, da 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 da.
I think that wasn't how it went, but anyway.
It's close. So here we go. We're gonna give it some laser flashes and see.
Let them get up.
Oh, hold on. Now you don't ever want to do 3 because that's a universal sign for distress.
And don't shoot at no airplane because that's illegal.
Don't shoot at no plane. Don't shoot at anything like that. So we're just gonna take it and give 4 quick bursts.
All right.
Hold on.
Wait, I'm not. We got to go. Where are you going to aim towards so I can put the camera
That's
on?
what I'm trying to find. How about this right there? Or
All right.
how about this one right here?
That's it. That's where the camera's at.
Okay. So we're gonna do 4 quick bursts.
I think that was 5.
Well, that's 5. I mean, 1 to grow on. So we're gonna see if we can't get a reaction like that.
They fly all the way across the galaxy, but they can't count.
Yeah, that's right. Well, they don't know it. Maybe we were shooting for 5.
Maybe we were trying for 5.
Yeah, we were trying for 5.
Like a hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now Charlie's over here worried about the police for having some of these, well, somewhat legal lasers.
High intensity lasers.
Yeah, high intensity lasers. Go ahead. Hold on, Charlie.
What?
Wait.
Well, now you're scared.
No, we gotta wait for that car. Okay, now go ahead. Line her up, Charlie. What are you doing?
Morse code.
You don't know anything about Morse code?
I don't know. That might be like maybe a sandwich or something. I don't know.
I think it's kind of neat how you kind of see the beam flying, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it shows how much dust is in the air that we can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henceforth the word of the Milky.
All right, so let's give that a minute. Let's see if something pops up, and then we'll try it again here in a minute.
Yep, we're gonna give that. Like I said, we'll give that a shot and let's see what happens. Audio.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I never really even thought about it, and then all of a sudden, every time we see something, They got satellites. There must be thousands upon thousands of satellites flying everywhere in the night sky. I don't see how anybody could just launch a spaceship up there without dinging into something. Because I mean, they are everywhere. They go in every which way you can think of. Some going this way, some going that way. Some, it's just crazy. But now something else we have seen too. We're probably on the average of about every 10 to 15 minutes seeing a shooting star. I never realized we might be in some sort of a little asteroid belt or something like that right now. But
Oh, look, there's a satellite right there, tracking it on the camera.
oh yeah, sure does. Satellite. It's crazy, ain't it?
Oh, yeah, there it is, right there. See it? Is that a satellite?
And
Or
you
is that
know,
a plane?
when Sputnik went up, and it was the very first one, the world was
Straight up.
listening. All you heard was a beep.
Is that a satellite? Straight up.
Yeah, that's what he's catching.
No, he ain't either.
Yeah, I'm almost straight up.
Are you? Because it's right there to the right. Well, now there's one that's going that way. The other one was going this way. Now that was going that way. It's
Oh, this is kind of hard to. Oh, all right, he's gone.
man. So what were you saying about Sputnik?
About when Sputnik went up, I mean, the world was listening, and all you could really hear was a beep on the radio. But whenever it got overhead, you could hear the beep. And I mean, the world was looking up at that. The very first satellite we ever put up, or Russians actually put up.
And it was broadcasting like a beep down.
That's all it did was broadcast a beep
on the radio channel.
On the radio, and you could listen to it on the regular, the little handheld radio that everybody had in their home.
Huh.
And that was the way that you could, I guess, first prove that mankind had put something up into space.
By hearing the little beep.
Yep. And now you sit out here and you see satellite after satellite all over the place, and Elon Musk is trying to launch over 10,000 satellites up there for worldwide internet coverage. It's going to get kind of crowded up there.
Yeah. I don't see how you're going to be able to dodge all that.
Very careful.
Surely they have some type of rules or something saying you can't put it at such a degree angle or whatever.
Well, I think you have to tell them what height, what trajectory, what speed, all of that. Plus, the government's got tracking systems that track radar, that track everything up into space.
I guess when they count down and they say, "Oh, well, we missed our opportunity to launch," they wasn't messing around. If you're off by a second, you might get taken out by a little satellite or something. Piece of space crash. How much trash is sitting up there?
Yeah. Oh, there goes another fallen star. Came across on the diagonal.
No, you say falling star. I say falling spaceship.
Well, I think if they could come all the way across the galaxy, they wouldn't necessarily break down as soon as they got to our atmosphere. Not on a routine basis like that.
Which brings up the subject to the Roswell crash. I was sitting over reading some of the stuff that they had, and they said that when they first said it, hey, it was a weather balloon. Well, they said it was aliens, and that they recovered the bodies, and then all of a sudden, the next day they put out the post and they said, "Oh, it's just a weather balloon." So you don't have bodies on a weather balloon. In fact, I don't think a weather balloon is that very big, other than the actual balloon itself. Because it takes a lot to carry any kind of a payload up that high. But it is also supposedly a heavy metallic thing, not just some type of plastic sheeting. So, what happened to the bodies?
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have plastic sheeting back then, I wouldn't think. In the 40s.
Well, they showed the form of a weather balloon.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking maybe it's like maybe like a Mylar bag or something.
Yeah, aluminized.
Yeah.
Kind of
Versus-
aluminized bag.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think they had much. You know, plastic wasn't used very much back then.
But they had, several people that did that story actually, know stuff. So it's hard to believe that they would come forward and say, "Hey, look, this is what happened," when it didn't. Because what would be the means to the end? Let's think about this. Let's just say, okay, well, we're gonna make money on the backside of doing that little museum type thing or whatever. Well, at $5 a whack, that's not really a whole bunch of money. To be honest with you, by the time you pay everybody that's working there. So, there ain't no money in it, I don't believe.
If any.
And number two is you got some, these American soldiers. They're not going to sit up there and say, "Hey, look, this is a bunch of, this is an alien crash without any reasoning," and all of a sudden come back and change their word and say, "Oh no, it's just a weather balloon."
Well, Roswell didn't really monetize as a town. Didn't
No.
monetize the crash until the early 80s.
Yeah.
And that's whenever they started doing the restaurant that looks like a UFO and the UFO head or alien head street lamps and stuff, which are interesting tourist attractions. But, for 40 years, it was a story that was being passed around with no monetary gain.
None. So
Matter of
something
fact,
happened.
they considered it kind of like a black eye. They didn't want to stir that up.
Yeah, something happened, and they say alien crash, and I'm gonna have to say I kind of believe them. I don't believe they'd make that up. And I also believe that if it wasn't an alien crash, and let's just say it's some sort of a government ship that was created, and they trying to cover it up with a weather balloon type thing, I could understand that too. That the government with this, you're not gonna get the truth out of it. That's the daggone truth. You'll never get the truth out of the government unless you're a member of the government and you're listening.
And then it's hard to swallow.
Yeah. But we're not radical. I'm just saying.
We're not radical. We're just realists. So, but we're going to continue throughout watching, and we'll keep you posted if we see anything else. It's Don.
And all right, I've got you on camera.
Are we live?
And you're live.
Hey, this is Don.
Go.
Charlie. All
And-
Things Paranormal.
You Charles.
Dead Charles. So we're just about done for our allotted time on filming or on the internet. But make no mistake, we're still investigating.
You know, so what we did, we shot out some lasers out into space, a good far distance that we can get the lasers to go, and they seem to be working pretty good. We're able to aim that camera within that area to see if anything happens. And guess what? Lo and behold, nothing.
Well, you know, we seen a ton of satellites. You just can't imagine how many satellites.
And falling stars, man, they everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know, so
we wish for new cameras.
Yeah, a lot of them. But anyway, that's some of the stuff that we've run across.
You know, there's only 8,000, or less than 8,000 satellites up there. I think we saw half of them.
Yeah,
pretty much.
A good portion of them. And so our stuff works pretty good. Now, what we're going to do tomorrow, we're going to take some time out for ourselves first thing tomorrow. And then tomorrow evening, it'll be sometime after lunchtime, then we're going to be heading off to Kelly Ghost Town. Guess what? We're going to try to see if we can't investigate a real live ghost town with mines and all. You know, we've been kind of planning this stuff, and we ain't been there, so we're not 100% sure what we're going to be walking into. But we've seen pictures and stuff like that. You know, you say, well, okay, why don't y'all go to this, say, other place or whatever. Somebody said we need to go to the silos and everything. So when you start researching it, the silo, the old missile silo, is actually where people go out there without paying for a gun range and just start shooting the crap out of everything.
And we're not all about being unsafe.
Yeah, no, we want to make sure we're going to be able to make it back because we'd like to do another show eventually.
Either that or show a record of an alien abduction or something, you know.
Yeah.
Have some proof.
So anyway, we're going to try to go to this ghost town. We're going to go to it, but we're going to try to see if we can do a live action show down there. And maybe get some evening time shots, maybe even get some nighttime stuff.
But make no mistake, everything that we get, that if you don't see on the internet then, we'll do like we always do, is have us a little movie after, you know, when we get back.
Post all of our best stuff.
Yeah, all of our best stuff and our evidence and everything else.
But to make sure that everybody knows that, hey, look, we ain't done none of this, we ain't, you know, altered none of this stuff. On our computer, whenever we're recording, we don't stop. From the time it comes on to the time it ends, there is no hesitation in the time trail.
That's right.
So everything is straight up live action.
Yep.
And you know, somebody says, well, you know, you could have faked that, or you could have altered that, or you could have used a little.
Come on down, we'll take it and show you the whole video.
The whole video. We'll get some popcorn and drink a soda while you're sitting there watching the whole thing.
That's right.
But anyway, I think we're going to kind of round this part of it up. We got like a lot of equipment we got to put back in the back of this truck because it seemed like everything we had was in the very front of the bed, and we got a bed cover, so we had to pull everything out just to get to what we were looking for.
Yeah.
But, you know, it only fit one way. It's like a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we're going to be seeing y'all tomorrow. Ghost Town. This is John.
This is Don.
This is Charlie.
And Charles.
All Things Paranormal. All right, so we went from the ghost town all the way due to environmental conditions that was beyond our control. We weren't able to inspect it as well as we'd like to. Now, so all of a sudden we had a hole in our schedule, and something presented to us that we really needed. We actually had a ghost hunt that pops up. So now we hiked it up all the way back down to just north of Houston to Madisonville at this old colonial style motel, and it's been built for a long time. We'll give you the better history of that here later. To do an overnight hunt there, and guess what? We had almost the whole place to ourselves. On our last night, we're not going in order on this stuff right here, the things that we've seen, but on our last night, we went to this motel. We'd call it, how about the Woodbine? That's what the sign says. Anyway, this place is like really classic and old.
If anybody's looking for a haunted motel, this is actually up for sale for $900,000.
I thought it was a 900 or 400.
No, it was 900.
Oh, 900.
It
Okay.
appraised for 1.2 million.
Oh, okay.
But she's trying to get out of it. Man, let me tell you something. This place right here is awesome. It's big.
It's a big place, and it's it's a restaurant too. I think they serve from like 11 to 2 or something.
Yep.
But it's pretty neat place. We had that one thing with the EMF that went off. Yeah, that was pretty neat. But man, you can tell how historic that building. I mean, how that whole place is. It's just cool.
Some of the did you get the thermal on this?
Yeah, thermal's.
On some of the thermal, we had a little anomaly on that. Couldn't really explain.
See
why.
the picture of the lady on the pool on top of the piano. Man, I tell you what, walking up there in the middle of the night and seeing somebody laying on a piano is pretty intense. I didn't know it was a mannequin.
And then they serve you breakfast the next morning,
which was pretty cool.
Yeah, homemade pancakes.
And it's very cheap during the week. So, I mean, if y'all get a chance, go down there and go check it out.
It's probably about an hour north of Houston.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite places. Okay, yeah. Hey, this is Don, All Things Paranormal. We're fixing to do an EVP session. I did a sweep. I just want to let you see that
It's reading. Look down, up. No, over glare. Perfect. Okay, hold it. 0, 0, 0.
Okay. So we're going to take it and get it set up over here. I don't know, this thermal. Ready? Nope. I got to get voice recording.
Let me change this for you.
Hey, this is Don, All Things Paranormal. Going to do an EVP session in what's now?
Madisonville.
Madisonville. Hotel.
Time is 11:11.
It is 11:11.
John, you're in front of the solar panel.
Yeah.
There you go.
We don't have any video on that. We don't have any video on the computer.
It's too dark in here. You want to bring light up?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about now?
Yeah, we have video.
Okay. Let's do that. And our EMF meter just went off.
Time is still 11:11.
No, it just went to 0.
But it was just laying right there, huh? Having it right there.
Now it's at 1.0, 8.0, 0.
But it was sitting there this whole time.
Yeah, it was just sitting here this whole time. It just went off. But is there anybody here?
Is there a presence here that would like to speak with us?
The EMF meter went off. Can you make the EMF meter go off again?
The box.
This. Can you move something? Can you tell me your name? Which fix it?
Empty box. Put it up there so they can move it.
Okay. Charles is fixing to put an empty box on the
Empty box.
specific to move.
Oh, let's not put it in front of the EMF reader.
No. Put it on. I want to catch it on thermal. There you go. Can you see both of them on thermal?
See the box and the detector.
Okay.
Fingerprints off of it.
Oh yeah.
So if there's a presence here, can you take it and move that box? And just let everybody know I hear like a humming sound. That's air conditioning. On if we get it on our
Audio.
That's from the icebox, I think.
Oh, there's an icebox.
Yeah.
Can you go ahead?
Can you make some tapping noises like that?
Can you tell me your name? Can you tell me what year it is? Can you just oh, okay. It was short. I heard it. I heard I was going to make sure it was him.
I wonder who's the plug of that. I don't know. It has a name on it anyway. It's kind of weird just to have a diploma up here.
This is a very old building. Have you been here the whole time? When I was doing some reading, it didn't say why somebody would be here. Is there a reason why you can tell me why somebody's here? Can you tell me what happened? The meter went off earlier. Is there any way you can make it do it again?
Was that all the strength you had to be able to make it go off once? Now you can't do it again?
Are you male or female? They keep saying that that there's a name Clara or Claire. Can you confirm? If you're just a guest here, how long have you been here? It seems like a pretty nice building. So to let everybody know that you're here, can you take it and move that white box? Well, you don't have to move it forward, just hand distance.
Or maybe even put your fingerprints on it and show up on thermoforms.
Yeah, just touch it. See if it'll take it and show up. Put your hand in front of it. This is Charlie. Charlie would like to get up there and have you move something.
Do you hear something like fell or something?
Like what?
Or something fell
Like something fell? I don't know.
everywhere? Or
Yeah.
like
While we're doing this, I'm gonna switch back over to the main cameras outside.
Okay.
We still have this captured on the two different.
Something walking.
Okay.
Hey, this is Don.
It's John.
All Things Paranormal. So what do you think about our week-long paranormal trip?
Well, it was a lot of miles covered. It was man. Let me tell you something. Anytime that there's a hunt, it's always good.
Yeah, I'm glad to get away, but man, let me tell you something. You put 4 big dudes in an extended cab pickup truck for a week with an ice chest in the middle of the back seat.
That's a little more intimate than we kind of all like.
It's
But
tight.
But you know, we have to kind of do things like that because we had it's a little bit wider than a 4, a little bit longer than 6-foot bed full of equipment. Now you know you just can't throw that on an airplane and fly with it.
Right, you can't just take it and put it on Federal Express and ship it somewhere and expect somebody to hold on to it for you.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, and, you know, just to ship stuff. So it was pretty tight. But let me tell you something, man. We had some pretty good times there.
So let's go over our first night we had
Our first night we were supposed to take a break because of that long drive, and then so we're sitting down eating and talking to this guy. He's like, man,
You gave us a lead.
yeah, he gave us a lead.
Yeah.
He said, hey, look, have y'all been out there to the pecan groves? And we're like, pecan groves? Well, let's research that.
Yeah. So we went out there and we checked it out. And man, we had some activity that night.
We had some activity that night.
So I don't want to say everything until you see the film. Oh, well, this is probably at the end of the film, so
Yeah.
I want to say that this was it was pretty active. I was pretty happy with it. So we had some good evidence, as y'all seen.
We learned that, you know, some of our equipment performs a little better than what we had expected.
That's right, man. I didn't think a thermal was that good, but man, a thermal is the way to go.
The way to go.
So the next thing that we did, we went from there to we was hunting aliens.
Yeah, we went to
We did the La Llorona. So we did the La Llorona thing. So then we did what?
Then we went to the tried to get to the crash site at Roswell, but they've got that all covered due to road closure and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we went to, believe it or not, between the 1947, I believe, I'm throwing some dates out here, I'm not 100% sure because it's been a little bit since I looked at it, to about 1955 to 60. There's been a total of 7 alien crashes, spaceship crashes.
Yeah, and we went to one of them.
And we went to one of them. Now the government has, they've been taking, whenever they have a site, they'd get up there and say, oh, okay, here it's a weather balloon, or it was a meteor, or whatever type of thing going on. And so anyway, here, I'm gonna throw this out here real quick. Why is there aliens in New Mexico crashing everywhere? Well, we don't know.
I don't know.
But if you want to take a look at the heartland of where at that particular time where all these nuclear missiles and stuff like that are, that's New Mexico.
Yeah, if you look, you got like what, Roswell, you got the Skinwalker Ranch, you got the Area 51. Oh, that's kind of like a little section up in there.
All in this one big section right over between, you know, in Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada type things going.
Yeah.
So
then what did we do that night? We shot what, lasers up in the sky?
yeah.
And
Now we were sitting there.
neat.
We were sitting over here going, now how are we going to try to communicate with these aliens? You know, if they're there once, they'll like to be, you know, they'll probably, you know, be there again. Now, is it a shot in the dark? Yes, it is.
Yeah. But now, none of us know Morse code, so we didn't go. No, hold on, Max. It's okay.
That's it.
You know, we didn't
talk to dog.
Yeah, we didn't get up there and take it and Morse code the laser up in the sky.
So what we did, and we didn't shoot 3 times and wait,
Yeah.
because if everybody knows,
That's distress.
that's distress. All right. So what we did, we take these lasers, and believe it or not, it was unbelievably working.
Man, it looked like 2 lightsabers all the way to the
All the way to the stars.
Yeah, to the stars.
We didn't believe we was going to have such good distance on them, and lo and behold,
We almost melted the Milky Way.
yeah, almost melted the Milky Way. So after we get through shooting off all these lasers and everything, well, we wasn't quite through. We just had to, you know, take a little pause because they had 2 unmarked white trucks
Yes.
come pulling up there, looking. Nobody climbed out. They was blacked out and staring us down.
Yeah, so we're not too sure who that was, but nevertheless,
We wasn't doing anything illegal.
yeah. All I know is Charlie had one in his hand, and it was slid to his Uncle Don real fast.
Yeah.
He said, Uncle Don, I don't want to be probed in jail.
Yeah. No. No.
So where did we go from there? We went from there to the ghost town. Yeah, man, let me tell you something. If you ever want to get up there and have a hike through the mountains at, what, 8,000 feet?
Yeah.
8,000 feet at no humidity at 108
8 degrees.
Yeah, it was hot.
And we have the flies.
And then I don't know how anything's living out there, but there was a tremendous amount of flies.
Flies. As soon as you climb out of that truck, it's like bees swarming, just all around you. You walk in and they're all around you. You know.
I seen one take a mosquito down in a second.
I seen one over there hanging on to the, you know, procreating to the off can.
Yeah, it was bad.
But anyway, that was pretty tough, pretty difficult out there.
And you know, we got good pictures of that stuff. That y'all seen some of them. That was pretty neat looking. And you know, you had Goofy going to get up there and try to climb that thing, in which
Now, and you have to be careful because they said that mine goes down
what 300 feet.
300 feet
Yes.
before it makes a turn, and that's a straight down drop.
That's a humongous one.
And you know, and you want to know how long it took? It took roughly 3 seconds to 4 seconds whenever he threw that rock in there,
Yeah,
and before it ever made a noise. And we're like,
yeah. So we left there, you know, beat because the motel room was. I think the coolest I got in my room was 95.
yeah, the motels there was, you know, it was $7 for a case of water, $3.60 for a gallon of gas, and a motel room that only had one little window unit.
That was
sitting in the-
8,000 BTU.
8,000 BTU in the bathroom.
Yeah, in the bathroom with a brick wall
And
covered with heat.
And it was warm.
And it was hot all night long.
So, you know, so anyway, we left there and pretty much,
Yeah, we was headed to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
we had a schedule for a ghost hunt in Albuquerque. And,
No, not Albuquerque. It was Abilene, Texas.
Abilene, Texas. We had a ghost hunt scheduled for Abilene, Texas that fell through. And we're like, man,
Okay.
we
we gotta find
we
something.
got to have a ghost hunt. So lo and behold, boom, here's this other one pop up.
Yeah, and it had we had some pretty good activity with the we go to sit down, we got all our cameras set up and stuff, and we're going to take it and do an EVP. And man, I'll be daggum if the EMF meter went off.
Yeah.
It went off, and then it was just a few seconds later the batteries were drained, completely dead. I mean,
Several of our equipment batteries had drained out.
So, and the weird thing is, once we left that room,
They
there it
come
was,
back.
fully charged.
Batteries come back on charge.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, man, this is strange. So we left there, and then we decided to come home after that.
Well, actually, we didn't decide to come home. We was out of time.
Yeah, we was out of time. But man, that's a whole week. We went a total of what, 23
About almost 2,300 miles.
in a week.
I just changed my oil before I left, and I gotta go change it again.
Man, it was that was. I tell you what, I'd do it again. Well, I don't know if I'd do it again like
It'll
that.
be a while.
and believe it or not, how many of y'all can get up there and say that 4 siblings,
Siblings. 3 siblings.
got 3 siblings
Yes.
and a son, got together for a week in a small 4x8 or less built room, and nobody got into a fight.
Yeah.
You gotta hand it.
and I could count on one hand the less times that somebody got gassed.
That's right.
That was amazing.
I don't understand
I
that.
don't either.
I mean, the flatulence was at a minimum.
Minimum. You know, we was also making sure everybody's checking each other's order on the menu.
That's right.
No, you're not getting the beans and rice today.
No beans and rice, no squash, nothing like that. But man, I think I had a good time. Did you?
Oh yeah, good time.
So hey, y'all stay tuned for our next show, our next event. Man, keep us posted. Let us know if you got anything. Send us email, send us text, send us.
If y'all got something, we'll go. We'll prefer something right now during the summertime indoors.
Man, we need some indoor stuff because at 105 degrees, man, we all lost weight that didn't, you know, nobody planned on losing that kind of weight. It was awesome though. Indoor ghost hunts perfect during summer.
Perfect.
The only thing out of all of our paranormal stuff, what was the one thing that we didn't get a chance to look for? Bigfoot. But we went after the goat man though.
We went after the chupacabra.
And so, but man, I tell you what, I had me a good time.
Good time.
So this is Don.
Let's go.
All Things Paranormal.
Hey, this is Charlie with All Things Paranormal. I am making a video to talk about the week of our trip, that in my experience and thoughts on what happened throughout that week. So first, let's start off with the first night. We didn't really plan on having anything that night, but we just so happened to found a possibly a goat man. We was driving along and around pecan trees, and we happened to see something running around in there that may or may not have got stood up on 2 legs and all that. But hey, the video is probably going to be in the movie, so y'all check out that video and give us your thoughts on what happened on that. But other than that, we were in Roswell for a few days. We didn't really have nothing happen with that on the UFO side, but there is tons of information there on that over there in Roswell. There's a freaking whole museum about it, and you can spend weeks reading all that stuff and not even come close to tipping the iceberg on what stuff out there on UFOs and aliens and stuff. But we can't exactly spend all that time with, what is that going to do with y'all? I'm not going to give y'all any of that good action y'all probably looking for. But that night when we were doing the UFO stuff, we didn't really have anything flash out to us and try to probe us or nothing, unfortunately. But we did try to communicate with the UFOs and stuff, and nothing contacted us back that we know of. But moving on, we went to a ghost town, and abandoned mines and stuff. Unfortunately, we wasn't able to get inside the abandoned mines, but it's probably for the best. I'm sure one of us would have broke a hip or something if we would have went in there. Not all of us are spring chickens no more like I am. But other than that, we also did a nice little ghost hunt over there in the hotel. We might have caught a couple of shadows and heard a couple of things throughout the night. But had some stuff going in our EVP session. But nothing, no moving chairs, no moving tables, nothing grabbing shoulders or flinging phones, unfortunately. But you can't, things about this stuff is we can't exactly make things happen like we want to. How we do it, we don't edit nothing really when it comes to our live videos. And that might make it where stuff don't always happen when we want it to, unfortunately. But I do believe that bringing y'all what truly happens and all that is a whole lot better than making things up and having false experiences and stuff. That's not it might seem fun and stuff, but that's just not telling the truth, and that's not how we do things around here. But I'm sure y'all have seen some of the movie and watching some of it now, and hopefully y'all are enjoying it, and I would like y'all's feedback on all the things that's happened throughout that week, what y'all think about it. But I appreciate y'all sticking with us, and hope to hear from y'all, and can't wait for y'all to see our next hunt we plan out. So this is Charlie with All Things Paranormal.
So this is Charles with All Things Paranormal. I'm giving you a quick recap of our recent trip to New Mexico. It goes kind of like this. Drive Roswell, drive crash site, drive dead animal skin but no dead animal inside of it, drive to another crash site, drive to ghost town, drive to hotel that's haunted, and finally drive home. About over 2,000 miles driven, 5-day trip. Pretty interesting. It was a lot of fun. Going to Roswell was my first time, so on that city, I kind of like the way that the city has monetized and yet documented the Roswell crash. Everybody gets into it. The McDonald's has a UFO saucer eating area with aliens outside to take your orders and such. Dunkin' Donuts has a big alien holding up their sign. It's just a fun town, so if you ever get a chance to go to it, definitely worth going through. Spend a day there, go through the UFO museum, go see some of the information that they've collected regarding the crash site, autopsy, all those types of things. Tried to get to the actual crash site, but private property, plus having a burn, a big field fire out there a couple of years ago made it unsafe to drive. So unfortunate for that. So we tried to relocate to Carlsbad crash site, and again, we're kind of exploring as we go. Got as close as we could, but again, private property. We're not going to go trespassing on somebody's land to go take a look at a field or something like that. So we got as close as we could, set up our cameras, did some night vision work, trying to see if we could find anything floating around in the sky that we couldn't account for. Didn't have anything, but it was still fun getting it out there, getting the equipment, doing a live broadcast from that location. We relocated back out to far west New Mexico, out to Ghost Town, which basically was what was left was a mine shaft that's 1,000 feet deep. Some of the structures and stuff around, they collapsed most of the entrances and stuff around there, so you can't really get into the mine itself, which was one of our intents, was to go out there, and we were planning on doing some camping out there, setting up our cameras, the infrared cameras and stuff, but it was just too hot. It was in excess of 80 degrees at night, plus the fact that we were getting eaten up by mosquitoes and flies. So we'll try to relocate that or redo that in hopefully wintertime, where we can get out there and get our equipment set up. I think there's a lot of prosperous or promising area that we could do, and so looking forward to that. But that is a long trip. Just to get out there is about 1,000 miles or so driving. So it's a long, long day's worth of driving just to get to that one spot. And then on the way back, we also stopped at Madisonville to a haunted hotel. And again, set up our cameras, did all of our type of stuff that we could out there. And just didn't really have much happen on this trip. But it was fun. It's enjoyable to get out there, go with the rest of the ATP crew, set up all of our equipment, go through there and make sure our gear's all working. That's one of the things, I guess, a takeaway is pulling out all of your equipment and stuff, making sure that it's properly set up, making sure that the batteries are all charged, all that type of stuff. And it's never a wasted trip. Now, maybe you don't get any kind of encounters that you're looking for, but the trip itself is never wasted. It's always fun to get out there with friends and family, people that you enjoy spending time with. You're kind of single-purposed on getting out there and having as much encounters as you could. So it was our first trip out towards New Mexico. I don't think it's going to be our last. I think we'll definitely try to go back out there, hit some more locations. After all, there was 7 crash sites. We only tried 2, so there's 5 more places we need to go out there and see if we can't get to. So this is Charles signing off until our next go-around. Hope everybody has a great summer. Enjoy the trip. Spend some time out there with your family and your friends. And if you get the opportunity, go do some travel. Thank you. Bye-bye.